Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are in good health. Today in this class, we will learn all about future perfect tense. And future perfect tense will allow you to speak about the future in a really interesting way. So we begin here. Let's get started. First of all, let us see what we are going to discuss. First, we will discuss future perfect tense. Then sentence structure of future perfect tense. Then how do we use and when do we use future perfect tense. Then examples, and we will have some activities. So let's get started. Future perfect tense. Students, you can see here two sentences. First, I shall have written the letter by that time. Second sentence, before you go to see him, he will have left the place. Now students, I have told in my previous videos that to identify a tense, you have to identify the verb first. Then only you will be able to identify the correct tense. So let's search for the verb. In the first sentence, verb is shall have written. Shall denotes future tense, then have and written. If you will recall, then you will get that we have used have written or has written in perfect tense, right? That means have written denotes perfect tense and shall future tense, right? Okay, let's see second sentence. Before you go to see him, he will have left the place. In this sentence, two parts are there. First part, before you go to see him. And the second part, he will have left the place. In first part, the verb is go, which is written here in simple present tense. Okay. And in the second part, the verb is will have left. Again here, will denotes future tense and have left perfect, right? Now then, what is future perfect tense? Future perfect tense is used to indicate the completion of an action by a certain time in the future. Okay? Keep it in your mind that by a certain time an action will have completed. Now we will see these sentences again. First sentence, I shall have written the letter by that time. Here certain time or the specific time is mentioned, that by that time. Here one time expression is there. Then which work will have completed? Written work. Shall have written, right? I shall have written, that means this work will have completed in the future by that time. Next, he will have left the place. That means before the another action, that means before you go to see him, before this action, one another action is represented here, that is will have left, right? Before that action, this work will have completed in the future. I hope it is clear to you. That means we understood that we use future perfect tense to indicate the completion of an action by a specific time, by a certain time in the future. Now we will see the sentence structure, and of course it is very important to keep sentence structure in your mind so that you can write the sentences correctly. Affirmative sentence. In affirmative sentence, first we write subject, then shall or will according to the subject, then have, then third form of the verb, or which is also called past participle form of verb. That means if eat, then ate is past form, and eaten is past participle form of verb. You have to learn the list. And then object. Now let us have a look on examples. I shall have written my exercise by then. Here I is the subject, then shall, we use shall with I, then have, then written. Written is past participle form of the verb write. Then object, my exercise, and then a time expression is given by then. Next sentence, they will have done. Again here they is subject, then will, then have, and past participle form of the verb do, done is written here. Now we will see the sentence structure of negative sentences. In negative sentences we just only add not after will or shall. Okay, let's see. Subject, first we write subject, then will or shall, then not, then have, then past participle of verb, and then object or rest part of the sentence. Examples are given here. First we, subject, then shall, then not, then have, and then past participle form of do, done is written here. Next sentence, the rain will not have stopped by tomorrow. Here the subject is the rain, then will, then not, then have, then stopped, which is past participle form of the verb stop, and then by tomorrow, a specific time in the future is given here. Then let's come to interrogative sentences. Here first we will write will and shall, then we will write subject, then have, then past participle of verb, and then object, and of course then question mark. Sentence, some examples are given here. Let's see. Will, then subject, he is here, then have, then watched TV by 5 o'clock, and then question mark. Second sentence, will, the concert, the concert here is the subject, then have, then past participle of start, that means started, by 20 minutes. Will the concert have started by 20 minutes? So these are interrogative sentences. Now students, we will see when do we use future perfect tense. We use future perfect tense in two ways. Okay, the action will be completed. First we denote the action will be completed before a specific time in the future. Okay, and in the second way is the action will be completed before another action in the future. Okay, that means with the help of future perfect tense, we explain an action which will already be finished in future. Okay, so let's look at the example, then you will understand a little bit better. As we will go through the lesson, you will understand more and more. First way, I have told that the action which will have completed before a specific time in the future, that actions are described by or are written by future perfect tense. And one example is there, by the end of next month you will have finished your syllabus. That means a time, specific time is given, by the end of next month. This is a specific time. In before this specific time in future, the work will be finished. The work, which work? You will have finished your syllabus. Okay, this action will be completed in the future before or before the specific time, which is by the end of next month. Okay. Now the second way which we use to denote future perfect tense, that is, the action will be completed before another action in the future. Okay. The example is before you arrive. What is the another action? Before you arrive, and we will have eaten dinner. That means first we will have eaten dinner and then you will arrive. Okay, this is before you arrive. That means before your arrival, the second action will have completed. We will have eaten dinner. Clear? Now, students, we express this timing, specific timing, by the help of some common expressions. We use it with certain common expressions that you will often find at the time of using this tense or at the time of reading this tense. Okay, like before, by the time, by 9 o'clock, by Monday, by next summer, and many more are there. Okay. Now, students, we will have a look on some examples. And these examples will help you to understand in a better way. So, our first sentence is I shall have gone by then. Here, shall, see the sentence structure: first subject, I subject, then shall, then have, and then past participle form of go, gone, gone by then. Next, she will have fallen asleep by the time we get home. Now, students, I want to say you one more thing, that with future perfect tense, if there is another part of sentence, there we always use simple present tense. That means the both sentences will be done in future, but the after action, that means the action which will be done after that action, will be in future perfect tense, and before action will be in simple present tense. Like, she will have fallen asleep by the time we get home. First, she will have fallen asleep, then we get home. Okay. Next sentence, he won't have done, or this is won't is the contraction. Okay. Contraction of will not. In a short form, we say won't. He won't have done, or you can also write will not have done it by this evening. Again, here a specific time is given. Okay, you all notice this. Next, won't you have finished by Thursday? Or you can also write, will you not have finished by Thursday? So I hope these examples will help you to understand more clearly. Now, students, practice is always the best way to perfect something. So here we will practice what we have learned so far. This is for you also. You have to practice, and first one I will tell you how to do, and then you will do of your own. Now, what we have to do? We have to express the given verb as future perfect tense. Okay, the verb in the bracket is given, and you have to express these verbs as future perfect tense. First one I am telling you, by the time he gets to the airport. See here what I said, that he gets to the airport. This part is written in simple present tense. Okay, now next part, the flight dash arrive. The verb is arrive. You have to write this verb as future perfect tense. Now we all know that in future perfect tense, after subject we write will or shall. Here the subject is flight. With flight we will add will, then have, and then past participle form of the verb arrive, which is arrive, arrived, arrived. That means the answer will be will have arrived. So what will be the sentence? By the time he gets to the airport, the flight will have arrived. Okay. Now, second sentence, they dash, the verb given here is do their homework. Now, you have to fill this. Okay, you all know the sentence construction, structures you know. According to the structure, you have to fill these sentences. Okay, you have to fill these blanks. Number 3, by 3 p.m., he dash give his presentation. Dash he dash it by then. It is the given verb here. Number 5, I dash, the verb here is write an article on corona pandemic by September. You have to use these verbs as future perfect tense. Now students, our next activity is spotting the error. Okay, here we will have a look at some common mistakes that are made while using future perfect tense. And you people always do mistakes, a lot of mistakes you people do. Even now also you all are doing mistakes. So to correct that, to fix that mistakes, you need to do this. It will help you. Students, sometimes the mistake is in the form of verb. Okay, and sometimes the mistake is in spelling. So first of all, you have to find out the mistakes from the given sentences. Let us see the first example. By Monday, he will have start a new chapter. Now students, you have to think, where is the mistake? Read the question again and again. By Monday, he will have start a new chapter. And now recall the sentence structure that I have told you, right? What was the sentence structure? First subject, then will, then have, and then past participle form of verb. Okay, will is also written here, have is also here. Is this the past participle form of verb start? No, the answer is no. That means the mistake is itself in the verb start, right? Then what is the past participle form of the verb start? Start, started, started, right? Now we will write the correct sentence. By Monday, he will have started a new chapter, right? Now we will see the second sentence. You will have finished shopping by that time. This is question. That means this is interrogative sentence. Now again you have to think, where is the mistake? See the question properly. Students, sometimes the mistake is in question form. Well, if somebody say this sentence, you will be able to understand, right? But the sentence is incorrect. Structure is incorrect. Maybe we understood what the speaker wanted to say, but still it is incorrect. Right now, if you will write this in your exam or in anywhere, if you will write this in email, then this sounds not. This does not sound good. This is actually incorrect. You need to write the correct sentence. So now you have to recall the sentence structure of future perfect tense. First, in interrogative sentence. Okay, first we write will, then we write subject, and then have, then past participle of verb, and then rest of the sentence. So now we have to just change the order here, change the order of will and you. We will put the will here and you after will. Okay, so the new sentence or the correct sentence is, will you have finished shopping by that time? Now this is the correct sentence. These are just few examples to show you the common mistakes, and you people try your best to not to do these mistakes. Here again some incorrect sentences are given. You all have to spot the error and rewrite the sentences correctly. The sentences are: everyone will has realized the importance of lockdown in near future. Next, I will have decide to go to America for further studies. Next, the economic structure of every country will have changed by 2020-21. China will have separated from the world because of its foreign policy. Next, by the time I reach the airport, the airplane will had taken off. Now students, just pause this video and write these all sentences. Do the correction, do the fill in the blanks. If you find any difficulty, ask me. Okay, all right. Now students, I am sure that you have mastered this future perfect tense. And now what you have to do? You have to write some sentences using future perfect tense. You have to speak some sentences using future perfect tense, and only by practicing like this you will be able to use correctly the tense. Okay? So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.